Hi and welcome back to day 3 of our playthrough of Subsistence. So where we are on day 1 and day 2 we managed to get a few things together. So we got this, the start of a base going. We've got a chest down, we've got a generator here. Now there's nothing we can do here until this goes up to 500, so we're actually not far off here from being able to do something. And it wouldn't be that bad a thing to make a plant bed. So what I'm going to do is probably find the scrap, enough scrap that we can come back relatively shortly and get this plant bed made. And then it's just a case of how long it takes us to find seeds. So let's do that. So one thing you can do if these, oh, it's a level 3 actually. Let's think about this. Because he might give us a lot of fat, which is a lot of biofuel. So if you don't have a shotgun, he's going to be... oh, we don't have any arrows, do we? I forgot to make them. Okay. Alright, well, let's just make some arrows here. Because as mentioned before, the bow does 35 damage, but he's likely to regain some health if we start hitting him with arrows. Alright, so let's get going on him. So an easy way to kite these is just hit him with an arrow. Oh, I missed. Alright, we'll go back to that later. Then if you run to the base, as soon as you step on this, he's going to run away. So now he's 35 health down. But I need the arrow to make first. So now he's going to have about 35 health. So what you can do is, because this does 18 damage, if he's at 35 or 36, it's quite risky with only 2 shots though. Yeah, 38. So you could do this with the pistol as well if you didn't have the bow. So that's going to put him down to about 20, which is going to be 2 pistol shots. The pistol ammo is pretty cheap, so we don't really care about it too much. So there you go, 23. So just hit him with a bullet and then just catch him as he's coming in. Oh, this footstep scared me for a second. Alright, so let's see what he's got. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a cloth. That is quite nice. So that'll give us some biofuel. Now, we don't have any... don't really like putting planks in, but... Alright, because that'll keep going until... and we also want to keep... This stacks up to 250, I think, but we don't... It stops... oh, level 1. I just want to get him out of the way. So that's not bad either. So we got a couple of pieces of cloth there which were useful. More fat. So yeah, let's burn this because we don't need it. Alright, let's go. So the moose is interesting because we can get sinew from him, but we're going to take some damage. Actually, one thing I don't want is... I don't want to be carrying that around. We don't want to be planting that either. I'm not even sure why there are medicinal plant seeds in the game, because I can't envision any time we would actually plant them, because you will find so much in the game. So we're getting a lot of cloth here, which is nice because we could actually start making a piece of clothing. If you just go to the clothing icon on the end here, we've actually got enough to make this now if we wanted to. And that's going to give us an extra 1% warmth, which so our cold tolerance will then go down to 1.5. So that's something we certainly want to do relatively soon. I'm not sure if we want to do it today because I can't remember if we want the cloth for anything else in the meantime. Anyway, let's go over to Ore Rocks, see if we can get some... But what we really wanted was some scrap, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's run around and get some scrap so that we can get the plant bed made. Or because we don't have the seeds, it might be a case where we put the... we make the more cloth. Can't remember what it's called. The what turns the ore into the metal fragments. So I think this is iron again. Yep. I think this one's potassium. Yeah, potassium we probably won't use. Early game at least. Mid to late game maybe. You start to make gunpowder with it and other things. But the one that you tend to use most early game, early and mid game is iron and copper. How many arrows do I have? 2. Another piece of cloth. Right, but what we really need is scrap. But we want to expand the base, so we would like another wood foundation, so let's do that. Two bandages. That's very useful because it takes 2 cloth to make a bandage. Now if you do get bitten and you start bleeding, it depends on your health. You do stop bleeding after a while, so if you've got, say 40 health or more, you're not going to lose, you can just let yourself bleed out. And then just take another bandage. And then just take a bandage if you get below 10 health. Or something like that. Then as long as you're staying out of harm's way of animals. As you see, we don't take a lot of damage. Or when we do, it's pretty rare. So if you get to very low health, you just stay out of situations where you might come into contact with animals for a while until your health regenerates. So I hardly ever use bandages. When you take on hunters later in the game, then yeah. Because they can hit you repeatedly. But there you tend to be popping health packs more than anything. So as mentioned before, their aim is impeccable, so they'll be hitting you constantly, and each hit, depending on your armor, can take half your health or more. He moved. So there's another pig ahead. Recent addition to the game, you can make honey glazed ham, but to do that you need honey. Now I've only ever found 2 honey trees. So they really are quite rare. doing for vegetables? We're good. Looks like it's going to rain. I think easy and normal. It doesn't rain on the blueberry. It doesn't rain day 1, but it can rain on day 2 or 3. So we're into day 3, and it looks like we got rain coming. Now the problem with rain, or the problem I find with rain, well, firstly you get wet, so it makes you colder. So depending on the temperature, what elevation you're at, you're going to get that -3 or -4 degrees C. So right now that's not a problem because we're at 12 degrees. But that's another good reason to start getting your clothing made and improved. So if we just look at our clothing here, so we spawned in here with these light pants. Now to upgrade them to medium pants. So the light pants, you've got 0.5% warmth. These give you an extra 1. So there you need a lot of cloth, a bunch of feathers. So we can actually do this right now. Then this gives you 1%. You can upgrade again with more cloth once you've made the lightweight t-shirt. So it's just cloth, feathers. So you can get to the medium weights very easily. Heavy, you start to need sinew, but also a lot of padded cloth. And the only way to get padded cloth is to start growing cotton. You can find cotton in the world, but it's pretty rare. And there's no way you would find enough to be able to make that padded cloth. So we need cotton seeds. The only way to get cotton seeds is just hope to get lucky. But one good source of cotton seeds is those locked chests. So that's a good reason to start making that refinery. But we don't have enough scrap metal to do that. I think it was 6, wasn't it? That's 3. We just keep running around, we might get lucky. But as well as the temperature hit, so there's a lockbox there, but we don't have a key. As well as the temperature hit, one problem with rain is that still no things. It's noisy. So given that you depend on auditory warnings for animals, suddenly you can't hear as well. And that can be an issue. So given the need for cloth for clothing that we saw, I'm just going to keep getting rabbits whenever I see them. Yeah, you got away. Never mind. But let's just keep going for scrap. I'm at 3, need 3 more. And then let's get back to the base. Take this while we're here. Yeah, if you get a growl warning from a bear or a wolf now, it's much harder to hear it. Yeah, I lost a piece of food there. Never mind. There's another seed at least. We need 8 for it to be worth making the plant bed. Or are we? 5. Yeah, I'm just going to hit these trees while this rain is here, and hopefully it'll stop. Well, that was a bunch of trees, but rain's still going. Yeah, it's pretty loud, so... oh, okay. And there was a bear over there as well, so we're kind of penned in here, so we're going to have to go around. Where's the bear here? There he is. So this one's got a slightly bluish tint. That's zinc. So yeah, with the wind and everything, I can't hear if this one gets aggroed, for example. Yeah, let's get out of here. Wolf was there. I didn't hear him either. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to go swimming when it's raining like this, because you're wet anyway, and it's so noisy. It's quite risky running around. So there's, I think, if I'm not wrong, this is the last piece of scrap that we need. Level 2. No, we don't really want him. Alright, again shift and left mouse click moves things over. So we got 1, 2... Yeah, we still don't have the seeds. Let's cook this up anyway. And put our other platform down. So now if a curious bear comes in, we can hide behind here and the bear will just take some health out of this. In the meantime, we can move this. Done. Alright, so plant bed, we're going to need some too much wood anyway. So plant bed or refinery. Now do we have 12 electrical? Yes we do. So I'm tempted to go refinery given that we've got no use for plant bed, given that we don't have any oh, but we don't have enough of these, do we? Yeah, it's frustrating. So how much fat do we have? 15. So we got the power of mass, but we don't have the goods to use it, which is frustrating. So you kind of want to use it while you've got it. 7 and 6. So I'm almost tempted to make one of these just to use the power of mass, because it will build up again by the time we have the goods to make what we want, which is a refinery or a plant bed. Is it worth making the plant bed now? Yes it is. Even if we can't use it, then because if we use up this power and this mass, it's going to come back again by the time we need it tomorrow. By the time we have the goods to make something else, like the refinery, yeah, we're going to have to find a lot of scrap. So we could actually put this down now. Plant the seeds that we do have. Right, as far as watering is concerned, yeah, we can feed this dirty water. So it's shift left mouse click puts the water in, then just press E, shift left mouse click. Got to be careful not to drink the dirty water, it's very easy to do. E, shift left mouse click, and one more, E, shift left mouse click. Alright. So we could put this in there. Should be some more, yep. We just made this food, so let's do that. Alright, so I think what I'll do is I'll just call the episode... Oh, it's starting to stop raining. Yeah, I think it's pretty late in the day, so what I'm just going to do is run around, make a bunch more wood, or cut down a bunch more trees, get a lot more wood. And then tomorrow's going to be the hunt for seeds, and also enough to get the refinery done. Which is just... yeah, it's these guys again. Scrap metal. Alright, well thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the morning of day 4, and hopefully we can find that scrap and get the refinery up and running. Bye.